Hi Capricorn, how are you? I hope you're well. And we're going to do a general reading for this upcoming week. So this is anybody you are thinking about or connecting with this week. If this speaks to you and you would like a private reading, I have finished the ones I was catching up on, so I'm back doing those again now. So if you'd like one, reach out. All the information is in the description. Again, if I vibe with you and you'd like to subscribe, please do. I would love to have you. Thank you. Yeah, so general message, anyone you're thinking about connecting with, and any work or finance messages are more than welcome also. Meditating on your cards, a strong message came through about being careful how you word things, or being careful about saying something in particular that's too provocative for somebody, and it may put them off. So that's probably for a couple of you that came through. So on Friday, Jupiter moves into your house of communication. So this is a good time for sort of networking, getting out there, speaking your truth with people. Yeah, and the message of, like, you know, the law of attraction, what you are putting out into the universe is what is coming back to you. So just focus on putting out positive energy that you would like to have back in return came through for you as well. So we're going to do your past energy, your present energy, and your future energy, and then any messages that need to come forward for you, Capricorn, anything you need to know. What messages do you have for Capricorn, please, in their past energy? So you have the Ace of Wands, and you have the King of Wands in reverse. What other messages? You have the High Priestess. You have the Two of Pentacles, and you have the Queen of Wands. Your present energy for Capricorn, please. What messages need to come through? You've got the Four of Pentacles. You've got the Six of Swords. And you've got the Four of Wands. Lovely. What else can you tell me about Capricorn's present energy? The World in reverse. And Capricorn's future energy, please. What can you tell me about Capricorn's future energy? Justice. Future energy messages for Capricorn, please. The Magician. Manifesting Magician. You've got the Ace of Swords. A final message for Capricorn, please. And we will clarify. Thank you. The King of Cups. Okay. So starting off, you start with the Ace of Wands. So this is making me feel like you've had some new inspiration. You've perhaps decided to take a new path, sort of letting go of old opportunities, a time for growth, thinking about what can you manifest, new opportunities can you bring into your life. It also, for me, is making me feel like somebody's moved house or moved town. Doesn't normally with this, but this is like new creation. I don't know whether somebody felt like they had to move to better themselves, but yeah, it's new opportunities, new growth, new prospects on the horizon was in your recent past. You have the King of Wands in reverse though. So this could be in your past that you have been a little bit impulsive, a little bit hasty, maybe place too many high expectations on yourself or of somebody else. I'm also getting a message of like changing yourself to fit other people's perceptions, or, you know, like fragmenting, sort of, I can't think of the word that's trying to come through, sorry, but it's basically like changing yourself. So not being completely honest with people about who you are, so that you can sort of fit in, or so that you can keep a relationship going. But yeah, that's kind of your recent past energy that I feel like you've sort of realised that you were doing and are trying to change and rectify the situation going forward. You've been really in your intuition. You have the High Priestess, so you've been really thinking hard, like subconsciously, how to sort of change. I also feel like somebody is looking for more of a commitment in their life, not wanting to play games, I'm hearing, anymore. And also kind of getting a little more spiritual, really getting into your higher self, what it is that's going to improve your life, improve your mental health, and making better decisions is kind of the message that's coming through. You do have the Two of Pentacles next. So this is making me feel like you perhaps had a little bit too much on your plate. It just feels a bit of scattered energy, like not being able to have the time for yourself. Maybe that may be why you've started to do so. But it also feels a bit like a double life. It feels like you have these ambitions and have these inspirations and things that you want for yourself, but you're not sort of carrying yourself in that way. And it's almost like a fake it till you make it kind of energy. I feel like you're making better decisions. You're really getting in tune with what you need to be doing each day to be more organized, to have more self-care, to be healthier. But also in terms of relationships as well, you're sort of recognizing where things weren't quite working for you in the past. So it's really good energy. It feels like you're really growing, you're really transforming, and for a positive change. You then have the Queen of Wands, who also popped herself out. I feel like this is somebody that perhaps you have recently connected with. It's a very independent energy, somebody very social, has a lot of confidence about themselves. And yeah, I'm just getting a sense of somebody sort of noticing somebody in your recent past and thinking like, oh, that person ticks a few boxes, or I'd quite like to get to know that person a little bit more. Could be an Aries that you're dealing with. You then have in your present energy, you have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, it makes me feel like you're having to be a little bit safe with your money. I'm also getting that maybe it's this person that you are connecting with, that they have to be a little bit safe with money. It might be that you're a little bit further ahead in your field than this person. It could be you, that maybe they're a little bit ahead than you, but there's a difference in financial status between the two of you, is sort of what's coming through with that. You then have the Six of Swords in your present energy. So this is making me feel like you are, again, yeah, transitioning. You're releasing old ways of doing things. You're releasing any baggage that has been holding you back. I do feel this is subconsciously because of the High Priestess. I do feel like you the message that's coming through is like you've beaten yourself up enough now that you know what to do to change the situation, and you're going to be successful in doing so, because you then have the Four of Wands, which is a really celebratory energy. It's, you know, joy, harmony, sort of like it's also homecoming, so it could be that you're going home, but it's a celebration, and I feel like it's because you've met this person. I don't know if you've taken them home to meet people, but it just feels like people are really happy with you meeting this person. You're really happy, you feel set on this person, and you're moving away from anything that deters you, maybe past people, past habits, I'm hearing, past ways of doing things, so that you can step into this energy. I'm also getting from this card that someone's decided to be really truthful this time, not fabricate, that's the word that was trying to come through, not fabricate yourself any longer, and you're going to put your best foot forward. And it's a real card of like courting energy as well, like just wanting to make somebody happy, and it's really nice energy. You then have the World in reverse. So this is making me feel like you are sort of yeah, it is a delay. It's also like a shortcut energy. So it might be that you're sort of rushing the situation a little bit. You're wanting this person to be your world, but obviously there are stages in a relationship, and there's things that we need to go through. We need to go through, you know, build memories, build comfortability, vulnerability, closeness, intimacy, all of those things. It's not a rush to the finish line is what's coming through. So slow your roll if it's you that's rushing the situation. If it's this other person, just have that honest communication with them. I feel like there's a balanced energy here of feelings. So yeah, if somebody is moving the situation on a little too quickly, it could be scaring somebody off. So just make sure, again, that message of like not being too provocative. Maybe somebody's being like that a little bit too quickly and it's going to push the other person away. So slow your roll. They will become your world, but in a good time. Then in your near future, you have the Justice card. This is making me feel like you are wanting to be more fair, more true with this person, understanding that what you put out there, which is exactly what your message was as well, what you put out to somebody else should be coming back in return. This is why I feel like the lack of fabrication, the being truthful, being honest, like you want a long-term relationship, right? You don't just want to be like having an ego boost where you say you're all these things and then 3 months later they're like, you're not. So yeah, it's just being true to yourself, being true to this person. I feel like they're very truthful. I don't see any third-party energy. I don't see any conflict energy. So yeah, putting your best foot forward and karma and justice will come to you. So that's really nice, especially with the Magician next to that. Obviously, this is a huge manifestation card. It's about, you know, being resourceful as well, and really acting on inspiration. So I feel like you are moving this along quite quickly. I do feel like you've manifested this person, and I feel like equally they've manifested you. I just feel like you're both at a point in your lives where you're ready to commit, a commitment. This person could also be have a bit of a gift of the gab, is kind of what I'm getting with this card. Very resourceful, very like people like them, very friendly, very laddie is what's coming across. Yeah, I just feel like they want to scoop you up and look after you kind of energy. So that's really nice. And then you have the Ace of Swords. So yeah, this is like new ideas, basically. It's success though. It's going to be a successful relationship is what I'm feeling. It's a breakthrough. I do feel like if this person hasn't asked you to be in a relationship or proposal, it's a proposal is what's coming through for me. So it could be that you're going to be in a relationship soon, but it's also like direct communication, new ways of communicating. So maybe you're deciding to speak on the phone more, or maybe you're deciding to open up more vulnerably to each other, or it's some sort of new communication. It could be someone telling you they love you. Do you know what I mean? It's something like progressing. But to me, it just feels like a proposal. But it doesn't have to be a wedding proposal. It could just be like asking you for what your feelings are on the commitment and wanting it to progress a little bit more. And then you have the King of Cups. So yeah, this is somebody who's very emotionally balanced. Again, I feel like that's the emotions between both of you. Very diplomatic, very complimentary, just a calm. I just feel again that like trust. I don't know if one of you has had trust issues in the past, and that may come up that needs to be communicated, but I do feel like you can really trust this person. They're on board. They may want you to slow your roll just a tiny bit because of past situations, but you've both manifested each other. You're both ready for a relationship. So far, so good, Capricorn. Let me clarify for you. Ooh, so Ace of Wands. You've got the Four of Pentacles, which is funny because that's right underneath. So it's double clarification for me, that you may be... I'm also getting like that maybe they help you in a certain way, like you're building towards something, and maybe this person has like really good advice or really good resources to help you in a certain way to get out of this scarcity mindset. It also could be that they just have a bit of money and want to help you, or you have a bit of money and you want to help them. But yeah, it just feels a similar energy to that. King of Wands, why are you here? You've got the Queen of Swords in reverse with the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is basically... she's a very nurturing person. She's very practical. She can provide financially. It could also be that somebody has a child in the mix, or you both have children, and that could just be a little obstacle of why this needs to like slow down a little bit. You've got the Queen of Swords in reverse as well. So this is somebody that could be a little bit like overly emotional. It's also someone that can be quite easily influenced, and I'm feeling like this person sort of knows this about you, or one of you can feel this about the other person, and you just want it to slow down so that you're not like getting in too deep, and then they may change their mind, or this may have happened before to people. But yeah, I don't know whether you've had 2 queens as well in the past and you've now decided to have 1. There's some sort of letting go. I think perhaps you moving on with this person may cause somebody to be a little bit overly emotional and share some truths with you. But I feel like you're turning your back on that person and you're focusing towards this Queen of Pentacles, who's a lot more nurturing for you and a lot more, will bring more abundance emotionally and financially and everything in between in your life. High Priestess, why are you here for Capricorn, please? High Priestess, why are you here for Capricorn, please? Thank you. Okay, so you've got the 7 of Swords. You also had, I just want to take this one as well, the Knight of Pentacles. So the 7 of Swords is like sort of a deception, a betrayal. What I'm getting from this, though, is that you know that you have deceived people in the past by fabricating yourself or by changing yourself. And you finally decided that you are worth enough and you're not going to do that. It could also be that your intuition is telling you that somebody is betraying you or deceiving you. It could just be that you're not very trusting, or this person isn't trusting you 100% at this time. You have the Knight of Pentacles as well. So this is making me feel like you are like wanting to put the work in to prove, prove this person. It also feels like you, again, that message of like you're going to put the hard work in and the productivity to become who you actually are fabricating yourself to be, right? So it's almost like, again, like attracts like, what you put out is what you get back. So I feel like you're trying to put your best foot forward and trying to do right by yourself so that you can do right by other people and so other people can do right by you. But I wouldn't be so hard on yourself, you know. It does feel like a bit of a, in the past anyway, that you've beat yourself up about this. We all do it. So just, you know, you've realized the situation, and if you want a long-term committed relationship, then you're on the right track to doing so. 2 of Pentacles, why are you here for Capricorn, please? Two of Pentacles, why are you here, please, for Capricorn? Again, you've got the High Priestess, so double clarification. And you've got the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I honestly feel like you've come out of a relationship like quite soon and then met this person and you're a little bit like, oh no, like I want this person, but I still have to kind of like wrap up the situation with the other person. And I don't know whether you're not telling this other person about the other person because you don't want to lose that person. But I feel like your intuition is telling you that you perhaps need to be a little bit more honest so that you can have this new loving relationship. If that isn't the case, it could just be that you are choosing this person to be in a relationship with, and your intuition is telling you that this is the person for you. Queen of Wands, why are you here for Capricorn, please? Queen of Wands. Thank you. You've got the Ace of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this Queen of Wands is who you're making this, you know, decision about. It's a breakthrough. It's a new idea. It's success. It's mental clarity. I just feel like you are absolutely set on this person, or they are absolutely set on you. It could be both, and you're sharing this communication like, okay, again, I feel like there's a conversation about a relationship that's either happened recently or is coming in for you very soon. So that is exciting. Again, 4 of Pentacles, why are you here for Capricorn, please? You've got the 6 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, so this is again that sort of personal transition energy. It is also a card of unfinished business, so it could be that this person that you were with in the past, you may have had some financial endeavors with, and there's just some sort of thing that's niggling you, something that you either think that this person's going to come back around and ruin this situation for you, is what's coming through. So you're holding very tightly to this person. It could also be that this person has an ex who hasn't completely, one of you hasn't completely wrapped up, so you're kind of being quite protective of them, wanting to keep them for your own. But I don't see anything to worry about here. I don't see any third party energy in that way. 6 of Swords, why are you here, please, for Capricorn? Thank you. you've got the Queen of Cups. Yeah, this queen is very compassionate. She's very caring. It's an emotionally stable energy, which is where I feel like you want to be. Again, I really feel like you're using your intuition this time. You're not, maybe it's this person that's using their intuition and not rushing, because I feel like you have a little bit of a ball in a china shop method with this person, just because you feel like they're the one. But this person's very balanced, which is going to be really good for you, or you are choosing to be a lot more emotionally balanced this time. But yeah, I just feel that energy of like someone helping you move to a better state of mind is what's coming through. Thank you. The Four of Wands is here because of the moon. I do feel somebody being a little bit anxious about this new relationship. Again, I think it could come down to the fact that something's not been completely wrapped up from the past. I do feel there's like a hidden niggle in someone's mind about whether this person's gonna rear their ugly head again, I'm hearing, or whether you have an ex that's still in the picture. I feel like you both kind of came out of a relationship and found each other. So there's all these sort of things that maybe you're not speaking about and you're going to, or this new sort of truth is going to come out. But yeah, they want this with you, but there is some anxiety and some worry surrounding it. And I do feel like it's to do with what you've been through in the past, or what they've been through in the past, and the fact that there's still this sort of tie. It could be to do with children, but I don't know, it's just this tie that hasn't been completely wrapped up, and I do feel like this is going to be illuminated. But I feel like this person's going to be emotionally balanced about it and support you. I think you're worrying too much, whoever this person is, but, you know, they found something that they really, really care about and they don't want it to sort of F up, you know. The World in reverse, why are you here for Capricorn, please? Thank you. You've got the Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so this is making me feel like you are, yeah, it's that living in the past energy. So I feel like it's also a card of forgiveness. So I feel like you need to share what's going on in your world, and this person will understand. You know, we all get in these situations where we're like, oh God, I met you and I want you, but I've still got blah, blah to contend with, or my ex is still, you know. They are on board. They do want this with you. They will show forgiveness. They will understand. And just like, don't be so serious about it. You know, the way you say things sometimes, if you say them really like, this is happening, then they're like, oh, if you're just like, yeah, bloody hell, I've still got, you know, they'll be like, oh, okay, like, but it's not that serious. Like, you want me, you know, it's just some sort of communication that does need to sort of happen. Justice is here because you've got the Four of Cups in reverse. This is sort of trying to get yourself back into alignment. I do feel like you've been someone you don't want to be, is what's coming through, and now you're sort of retreating. Again, I feel like this is you moving away from what doesn't serve you, whether that's a person, whether that's a place, whether that's a job, whatever it is. It's really a strong feeling of, I can't be around this anymore, and I'm deciding that whoever's offering me this, I don't want it, and I'm going to create better karma and better justice and a better overall relationship for myself. Really, it's really nice energy, actually. It's real growth for you, so well done. The Magician, why are you here for Capricorn, please? You've got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I feel just like you, again, are recovering from some sort of loss. But I don't feel like it's a financial loss. It's almost like a spiritual loss. I feel like you lost yourself. You became something for someone else that took you away from your inner truth and your inner subconscious mind and what you need in the world. And I just feel like you meeting this new person is bringing you back to like a different side of you, but a side that's very balanced. Like, I just feel like a calming energy. And I feel like you've manifested this for yourself. I feel like you've made better decisions. What you put out there, you get back. And I do feel like this person's been sent to you because of the good decision making that you've made. So really good energy. Ace of Swords, what are you doing here for Capricorn's future energy, please? Thank you. Okay, you got a few. You got the Emperor in reverse, again, Aries energy, so you could be dealing with a fire sign. You've got the King of Swords, and you've also got the Eight of Cups in reverse. So for me, what I'm getting from this is there may be an ex that is returning to try one more time. However, whether this is your ex or your new situation partner's ex, they're walking away. They don't want to entertain it. They're choosing you. They are going to have some very swift communication with this person. Again, it's that truthful energy. It's that a little bit battling of the egos. I'm feeling like it's authority, but I feel like you're both claiming authority over this person. For some reason, that's what's coming through. The Emperor in reverse is basically, you know, I feel like this past person was very domineering, very like wanting control. So whether this is your ex or their ex, I just feel this energy of like a domineering martyr who wants to control the person that perhaps you are wanting to build a life with. This is very specific, I'm sure, but yeah, it's just, it could also be that you are trying to take control of the situation, and you're wanting this new breakthrough, this success. So if it isn't an ex that's coming back, that's the message that's coming through. It could just be that you're being a little bit too domineering. Again, that slow your roll kind of energy, because you know what you set free comes back to you. And if you suffocate people or control them to do things the way you want them to, it doesn't sustain. It's not a long-lasting relationship. So either it's just calm yourself, they really like you and they are coming on board, or there is this ex that I feel like wants to come and bring some news or to put you off this person in some way so that you stay away from them so that they can have their control. But this person is just not entertaining it. It could be you're not entertaining this message, you're not entertaining this new information, but yeah, it just feels like somebody is like, really? And walking away, basically. King of Cups, why are you here for Capricorn's future energy, please? You've got the Ace of Pentacles, amazing. Yeah, so this is, you know, a new financial opportunity, a new career, manifestation, all abundant energy. It's really great. So with that being with the King of Cups, excuse me, I feel like it's this new person that's entering your life that you've manifested, that is bringing in abundance, that is bringing in wonderful energy for you, and almost like a power couple. I feel like you could really build together. You've met your match, and it's success. Oh dear. Then you have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is challenge, is competition. It's persevering through a protective sort of energy. Again, could be to do with this ex that may be coming back to, yeah, rear their ugly head. So if there is an ex that's coming in, remember there is their side, his side, her side, and the truth. So you may need to get to the bottom of a situation, but this person's not entertaining this ex. They're hoping you're not going to entertain them either, so that you can walk off into the sunset with your bliss and leave this person talking rubbish over here, is basically the energy that I'm getting from this. So I wish you all the best. It's a very exciting new opportunity for you. I think you've made some brilliant decisions in your growth and your transition recently, which has manifested you a brand new beginning and a brand new person and a brand new life. What is the final message, universe, for Capricorn, please, to wrap up their reading? Oh, this one. What do you need to release? That's interesting. Who just got that as well? Gemini? No? Libra? No? Someone else just got this as well. What do you need to release? I feel like this isn't a person, this isn't a job, this is your own self-limiting beliefs that you are beginning to overcome. Any mistakes you've made are learning stones, I'm seeing. Like, you know, we fail so that we can eventually succeed. It doesn't matter what age you are, it doesn't matter what you're going through. Release that self-limiting negative mindset, because what you put out there will come back to you tenfold. So trust yourself, trust your judgment, listen to what exes or what people want to say to you, but obviously ultimately it's your choice in what you believe. I do just feel like there's some negative rivalry, conflict energy that you may have to deal with soon. But again, trust issues, release them. This person looks very invested in you, looks like they're really on board. No third party energy, no toxic, deceitful energy going on. So I wish you all the best. As I said, if this speaks to you and you'd like to connect with me one-on-one with your own questions, everything's in my description box. Reach out. If you'd like to subscribe, I would love to have you. Please do. And like the video if you'd like to. And I will do a love reading again for you, Capricorn, very soon. Thank you.